welcome to the Top Tenner Show. I'm Liv.
And I'm James. Here on the Top Tenner Show, we share and create our personal top 10s across all avenues of gaming.
We've debated and analyzed each other's picks to create the ultimate top 10 list. At the end, we will tally up our picks to see who comes out victorious with more choices on the final list.
Our topic today is top 10 video games of 2016. Let's dive into our list and see if your favorite made it, and let's see if I get another W or Liv takes me down.
Hey now. Kicking off our list is Pokemon Go. This was the craze of the summer in 2016. Developed and published by Niantic, this was a mobile game that seemingly took over the entire world. Pokemon Go uses your phone's GPS to locate, train, and battle virtual Pokemon. As you walk around, Pokemon will pop up that you can interact with. You can capture these Pokemon with the default Pokemon Go background, but if you want to feel as if Pokemon were truly in front of you, then you can opt to use your phone's camera instead. Aside from capturing Pokemon, there are Pokestops and Pokemon gyms you can visit. These are typically located in places of interest. I say that lightly though, as a Pokemon gym near me was located at a cemetery, but I digress. If you want to feel like a real Pokemon trainer, Pokemon Go is the game for you. Can you catch them all? Pokemon Go was a worldwide sensation in 2016. It may not be as popular now in 2024, but you could still hop in and check it out.
Coming in at number 9 on our list is Overwatch. This game was developed by Blizzard Entertainment and was first released for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows, and then eventually it was later released for the Nintendo Switch in 2019. This first-person shooter has you choose from 30 unique characters, each with their own distinct abilities and playstyles, and has you compete in 6v6 matches. Whether you prefer to play as a tank, support, or damage hero, there's a character that suits your preferred playstyle. This variety not only keeps the gameplay fresh and exciting, but also encourages teamwork and strategic coordination among teammates, as on each map there are objectives such as capturing control points or escorting payloads. What makes Overwatch so much fun is the cooperation needed to execute the map objectives, along with defeating the enemy team. This cooperative nature of the game fosters a sense of camaraderie and accomplishment while working together to overcome challenges and secure the W. Additionally, the game's vibrant and colorful art style, it is gorgeous if you have not played it yet, along with its engaging lore and the character backstories, adds an extra layer of immersion and enjoyment to the overall experience. Overwatch took the world by storm, and heck, it even got a sequel in Overwatch 2, so it rightfully deserves a spot on our list for 2016. Taking our number 8 spot this week is the wonderful farm sim game Stardew Valley. Developed by one man, Eric, aka Concerned Ape Barone, this game was initially released only for PC, but quickly received console ports soon after its launch. Drawing heavily on the Story of Seasons franchise, Stardew Valley, while addressing some of the shortfalls of that series, because it has a few, not going to get into Story of Seasons, but you're going to find yourself inheriting a plot of land with a house. You're able to choose from several different farm types, each of them having advantages and disadvantages. Your farm at the start is overrun with boulders, stumps, weeds, trees, everything you can imagine that you have to remove and make way for more crops, buildings, and placeable items. Besides the traditional fun to be had in a farm sim game, like developing relationships, marriage, some minor combat, and helping the townspeople, what truly makes Stardew Valley fun is that it can be enjoyed online with up to 8 players. This game is still going strong to this day, and we would be crazy to not include it on our 2016 list.
At number 7, we have Civilization 6, which was developed by Firaxis Games and published by 2K. Civilization 6 was released on PC and in subsequent years became available on every console. You pick a nation to play as and develop it over time. The goal of the game is to seek victory by conquering every nation, becoming technologically superior, or exert the most cultural or religious influence. This game can be played with friends or against computer players. I'll let you know right now that this is not a game that you could sit down and beat in 20 minutes. This is a big commitment, so if you play with friends, then you really need to plan ahead to actually finish a game. You can customize the rules and add different elements to the game, such as natural disasters. If you are really looking to spice up Civilization 6, you can try out one of their other DLCs that add a zombie apocalypse mode. Why not make history a little more chaotic? One day, I aspire to obtain every achievement in this game, but over the years, I have tried to chip away at them.
At number 6, we have arguably the biggest installment in its franchise, and that is Persona 5. Developed by P Studio and published by Atlus, it was released in Japan September 2016 on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and sadly the rest of the world had to wait until 2017 to enjoy this amazing RPG. However, since it released in 2016 in Japan, it made the cut. One of the standout aspects of Persona 5 is the stylish and unique art direction. The game's vibrant and visually stunning design, combined with its jazzy soundtrack, creates a distinct atmosphere that sets it apart from other RPGs. From the beautifully animated cutscenes to the detailed character designs, every aspect of this game's visuals is meticulously crafted to create a visually striking world. This attention to detail extends to the game's user interface, which is sleek and intuitive, even more enhancing the overall immersive experience. Another reason why Persona 5 is so beloved is its deep and engaging storytelling. The game follows a group of high school students who discover their ability to enter an alternative reality known as the Metaverse. In this realm, they become the Phantom Thieves, a group dedicated to stealing the corrupt hearts of adults who abuse their power. The game tackles themes of rebellion, justice, and personal growth, exploring the complexities of the human psyche. The well-developed characters, intricate plot twists, and thought-provoking social commentary make Persona 5 a narrative-driven experience that keeps players invested from start to finish. Additionally, the game's social simulation aspect, where players can build relationships and manage their daily lives, adds depth and realism to the overall gaming experience.
At number 5, we have picked Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight was developed and published by Behavior Interactive. This game was released on PC before releasing on all consoles later on. Dead by Daylight is an asymmetrical multiplayer game where 4 survivors try to escape from one killer. In order to escape, you need to turn on generators while the killer tries to find you and then kill you. I like to call this game Advanced Hide and Go Seek. This game does not have voice chat, which I enjoy because people online are really mean these days. You can coordinate voice chat with your friends on your own or rely on visual cues such as waving a team member over or pointing at an object. Although Dead by Daylight released in 2016, this game receives regular updates by the developer with new DLC that includes characters, perks, and maps. It's nice to see that this game hasn't been abandoned by the developers. Dead by Daylight is one of my favorite multiplayer games. I typically play Survivor, but I occasionally dabble with playing the killer. I'm just not very good at it. Got any tips for me?
Taking our number 4 spot is Final Fantasy XV. Developed and published by Square Enix, Final Fantasy XV initially released on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Final Fantasy XV is an epic and sprawling role-playing game that takes players on a grand adventure in the fantastical world of Eos. One of the standout features of Final Fantasy XV is its beautiful and breathtaking open-world environment. From vast landscapes to bustling cities, the game offers a visually stunning and immersive world to explore. Whether you're traveling on foot, you're riding a famous chocobo, or you're cruising around in the iconic Regalia car, the game provides a sense of freedom and discovery as players embark on their journey. The attention to detail in this world design, coupled with the dynamic day and night cycle and weather effects, created a living and breathing world that feels alive and keeps you immersed in the game. Another aspect that makes Final Fantasy XV enjoyable is its engaging and emotional story. Players follow the journey of Noctis, the crown prince of Lucis, and his loyal companions as they set out on a quest to reclaim their homeland from the clutches of an empire. The game delves into themes of friendship, sacrifice, and destiny, weaving a tale filled with memorable characters and impactful moments. The deep character development and the bonds formed between Noctis and his friends add an emotional depth to the narrative rarely seen, making players truly invested in their journey. Additionally, the game's real-time combat system, which combines strategic planning with fast-paced action, offers a thrilling and dynamic gameplay experience that will keep you hooked from start to end. At number 3, we have Tales of Berseria. Developed and published by Bandai Namco, this game was initially released for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 in Japan during 2016 and for the rest of the world in early 2017. But again, 2016, so it makes the list. Haha, Liv! Tales of Berseria is an enthralling and darkly captivating role-playing game that takes players on a thrilling journey of revenge and redemption. One of the standout aspects of this game is its compelling and complex protagonist, Velvet Crow. As players assume the role of Velvet, a young woman driven by a burning desire for vengeance, they are taken on an emotional roller coaster as they witness her transformation from a broken and vengeful soul to a powerful and determined force. The game explores themes of loss, betrayal, and the blurred lines between good and evil, offering a mature and thought-provoking narrative that keeps players engaged from start to finish. Another reason why Tales of Berseria is so beloved is its innovative and fast-paced combat system. Seriously, it is amazing. The game features a unique Liberation LMBS or linear motion battle system that allows players to seamlessly chain combos, which are attacks, spells, and special abilities in real-time battles. Seriously, you can just combo an enemy for a billion times. It is awesome. The combat is fluid and dynamic, offering a satisfying blend of strategy and action. You as the player can also unleash powerful break soul abilities which not only deal devastating damage, but also unlock new abilities and enhance their combat prowess. The depth and flexibility of the combat system, combined with the diverse cast of playable characters, provide a thrilling and engaging gameplay experience that keeps players hooked throughout their adventure in the world of Tales of Berseria.
Just outside the number one spot this week is Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, which was developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. This game launched on the PS4 and was remastered for the PS5 as well as ported to PC. You play as Nathan Drake on another treasure hunting adventure, but this time, your brother Sam, who hasn't been mentioned until this point in the franchise, tags along. Nathan and Sam seek to find Henry Avery's treasure to ultimately free Sam from a drug lord named Alcazar. Well, that's what you initially believe anyways. Similar to the previous iterations of Uncharted, this is an action-adventure game with platforming and puzzle elements. Aesthetically, this game is beautiful. I really enjoyed the semi-open world levels that really let you explore. You learn a lot about Nathan Drake and his upbringing in Uncharted 4, which was really interesting. But to me, there wasn't enough Elena Fisher in this game. Uncharted 4 has one of the most satisfying video game endings I have ever played. If you know, you know. Our number one pick for the top 10 video games released in 2016 is Quantum Break. Developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Microsoft Studios, this game was released on PC and Xbox. This is a story about what can go wrong with time traveling, and I found it to be very compelling. You play as Jack Joyce, who tries to fix the mistakes of your former friend Paul Serene, before the end of time occurs, causing everyone and everything to be frozen in place for the rest of eternity. You have the ability to manipulate time to gain advantages in combat, which adds a lot of depth to the gameplay. Quantum Break is truly unique as the game is broken up into acts that end with a choice. Each choice determines what live-action episode you will watch before progressing to the next act. It was really interesting to see the ramifications of your choices in real time. If you've watched other videos on our channel, then it's not surprising to hear that I love this aspect of Quantum Break. If you haven't played this one-of-a-kind gem, then go pick it up! This game is incredible from start to finish, and that's why it had to be number one on this week's list.
That's it for this week's list, so it's time to tally it up. We had 5 joint picks this week, a really rare amount of agreement for Liv and I. However, I had 3 picks that made the list, and Liv only had 2. That means, once again, I am victorious, and it's all thanks to 3 powerhouse JRPGs. How about them apples, Liv?
If I were you, I wouldn't get too comfortable with winning.
That does it for this week's episode of the Top Teners. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Top Teners show. Tune in next time for our top 10 list of PlayStation 5 games.